You're being lied to about inflation, and you know how you know? Because things just keep getting worse and worse. And in 2025, it may get out of control. We have this illusion, this idea that the housing bubble may burst or things may go down in price, but I am almost positive that is not the case. That is not the evidence that we are seeing all around. And the squeeze is on for the everyday person. Hi, I'm Daniel Sage. If you want to have more practical everyday tips, subscribe to my channel, do something below the video. But yes, I think in 2025, we need to be more conscientious about our budget and spending than ever. And really hone in on our goals of getting a house as soon as possible, if that's not already in your cards, because you need somewhere to live. And I do not think it's going to get any easier to get a house. And I just think that inflation, the way that it's going, is just going to spiral out of control. Like a rocket lost in space. I really feel that we are in for a difficult time ahead. And I hate to say that because I want things to get better. We've already gone through so much struggle with the pandemic, with seeing things collapse and losing everybody losing their jobs. And while that time was bad, it was boosted by a stimulus. And I think that the next time things really get bad, or tariffs get out of control, or the economy collapses, I don't think there'll be another stimulus. Ultimately, money is not backed by anything. It's not backed by gold anymore. So it's all made up. It's made up on a computer screen. It's nothing but ones and zeros. And those that print the money do not have your best interests at heart. I do not think that the everyday politician cares about the everyday working man. So we're going to have to make some tough decisions and stand up for ourselves and starve out the rats that are acting as parasites in our lives. We're going to have to reel in our spending a bit before we actively get grips on what it is that we want and need for both ourselves and our children, our future, being able to retire. It's all hanging in the balance right now. It's all very fragile. So, if you have savings, you know it's a good idea to start a performance savings account, if you haven't already. That way you can be getting interest. Look into a brokerage account. Start being really smart with any money that you do have. Because ultimately, I don't think we can count on inflation going down or things getting any better. I'm sort of a pessimist. I think things just keep getting worse. That's just how it's been going for the last 100 years. Who knows how long? I don't know. Long time, since before I was born. So in 2025, I think inflation is going to get out of hand. I think natural disasters will continue to pop up. and to plague our everyday lives. And in that instability, those costly disasters will make things even worse for the dollar and for inflation. Inflation is spiking, and the everyday person is more sandwiched in between a rock and a hard spot than ever. It's tough out here in these times. If you're one of those working people out there just trying to make it, I feel for you. I used to be a truck driver over the road, and it was a hard life. Money was okay, but not for what we went through. And to see things as they are now, there's no way I'd go back. The money isn't worth it anymore. The dollars don't buy anything. And we're lucky that gas is still reasonable. We're lucky that food is somewhat still reasonable. I was just in Hawaii. Just everything's double out there. Whew. Now that's a place that's going, in for it. But, you got to start hustling. You got to start, getting on YouTube, making videos, going out and selling your art in the streets. You gotta be working more to make it these days. And, I'm here for it. If you if you want suggestions on how to do these things, stick around, because things are just getting good for content creators. YouTube just changed its algorithm, and you don't need to be a successful creator with a lot of subscribers anymore to get a video picked up in the algorithm and have it get hundreds of thousands of views. It's easier now than ever. And I think if you're going to start a business, 2025 is the year. YouTube is one of the best ones you can start. And that's one of the ways to deal with inflation. Just make more. To be honest, me personally, I'm doing better since COVID, because I've started to make more money through selling my art and YouTube videos and everything else, renting my house out that I built during the pandemic. So I actually don't really feel the pinch. But if you're staying stagnant, you're not working on multiple income streams, you're going to need as many income streams as you can dream up to deal with inflation in 2025. My prayers and my heart go out to everybody. I see people struggling, being homeless, having it hard, going through difficult times. I see it everywhere I go. And it warms my heart to know that there is a way forward. And it's through the heart. It's through helping each other out, supporting each other in our local businesses, keeping prices low by avoiding the corporations that are just funneling off our wealth in a greedy way, taking what they can, just getting richer and richer. We can combat that, shop less on Amazon and Walmart. If you can, and try to support, local businesses. That'll help. Because they're more in control of prices. The corporations, they just, whenever they can, they just jack them up. And the everyday man, that's who bites the bill. It's sad, but it's true. Oh, we gotta start helping each other get through these tough times. If you got family that's struggling right now, reach out to them. Ask them if there's anything they need help with. Show up for them. The more we come together, the more we can weather. And, you know, I just know the earth is going through something, you know, with all the stuff about the climate. Man, it's 50 degrees in the middle of January. And it's just not natural the way things are here. It feels so warm, unseasonably warm, and here they are about to swoop into a polar vortex or whatever it is. It's just manipulation, artificial. But you know, ultimately, we got to look to ourselves to find courage and strength to deal with difficult times. When times are hard and you're down to your last dollar, how do you respond? How do you respond? Me, I'd like to think that I come in and deliver in the clutch. I pick up a new way to make money. I hustle and make it happen. Because we got to help each other. But also, we know that the support systems, you know, other people will not necessarily always be there for us. And we have to be strong and independent as best we can, for as long as we can. It's also imperative that we do a trust fall and release all this stuck energy, constriction we have around abundance and finances. Because ultimately, when we're in the abundance mindset, when we're in the flow, more money, more abundance ends up coming to us. When we give of ourselves freely, we become rich, and inflation doesn't matter so much. So that's what I'm really looking forward to, is when I'm just in a state of abundance, I'm showing up for the world and doing my thing, and everything is taken care of. The house is there, car is there, food is there. And as we continue to believe in ourselves and believe that we can make it through no matter what the changes are that come our way, we develop more equanimity and resilience to be strong and weather any storm. We can stand strong on our own 2 feet, guided by spirit, or however you want to call it, to face adversity, to be the change we want to see in the world. It's up to us to transcend the small things. Working at Walmart, you're not going to make enough money. Using your time in that way to generate money is okay for survival and nothing else. Because it keeps you small. Your time is worth much more than $15 an hour. And those $15, I guarantee you, will continue to buy less and less. And have you noticed, wages do not increase. Wages have not increased. Things get tighter and tighter, costs get higher and higher, and yet wages have not increased. So, ultimately, return to your center and realize what it is in this given moment that you need to do to create the greatest wealth for you and thereby everyone you love. By showing up and manifesting for yourself and creating abundance, you're then more able to share it with others. And that's a beautiful thing. When you can give of yourself freely to the ones you love, that's how you fight inflation. By going into the heart and caring about the people that you love. Anyway, I'm Daniel Sage. Thanks for being here. I hope you have a really good day.